So we're gonna go back to the front ones here. Now, my dogs get apple cider vinegar in their drinking water. So it kind of makes the plaque very soft, and it doesn't always turn into the hard, hard buildup that a lot of times other people's will have, because the pH of the apple cider vinegar kind of softens the plaque a little bit. So you might have an easier time. Sometimes it doesn't. I've been trying to let her go so that this would build up, so I'd have something to show. But as you can see, it comes off relatively easily. Now, all dogs are not going to be receptive to this right at the beginning. You know, you might have to kind of get them used to it. You know, put the thing in their mouth and just kind of tap around, put it in there, let them bite it, kind of weave it around. You know, and you might have to do it a couple times before they actually start letting you do any type of maneuvering. But, you know, just kind of try to see what you can get there. Come over to this side. Now I'm at a bad angle for the camera, but I'll do the best I can here. She can kind of show you. But see how it's just kind of sliding right off? Now this is a relatively easy one because I use the apple cider vinegar, so this is very soft and like it's not hard. It's not like a lot of times when if you see a lot of dogs that have this buildup and it's dark and it's hard and, you know, dark brown or yellow, really dark yellow, and it's hard, you definitely have to do a little more. It's a little more intense to get it off because it's very hard. This is almost just kind of, you know, kind of just sliding off. You can get a little bit in the back there. I'm gonna get this at a better angle so I can have you see it better. Okay, there, that's a better angle. Good. So now this one is a little bit harder on there. It's a little bit firmer or harder, but still, it's very easy to just, you know, it just kind of pops right off. You know, and I'm not putting too much pressure on this. You know, there's a little bit of pressure. You can start to feel the pressure you need to use, you know, as you start to do it. You know, anything that's a harder one that you're having a hard time getting off, you might have to use a little more pressure. You just got to be careful because you don't want to jab this down into their gum, because that will make them bleed. And they can get an infection. Make sure you're using clean utensils. Make sure you sterilize them. Not sterilize them, but a little bit of alcohol. If you're going to be doing multiple dogs, if you're going to reuse it or something, just clean it off so there's not a lot of bacteria and stuff on your tools when you're starting. But so now this took me what? How long have we been doing this? 5 minutes? You know? So, and a little bit on this bottom one. She's got a little bit on that bottom tooth there. You can see it's a little bit discolored, right? So, just kind of just do a little. And again, I'm not doing anything too aggressive here. Just trying to get off what I can. If you saw a tooth that was all, you know, if this was really red and pussy and oozy and I could see there was an infection there, I would not be doing this. I'd go get some antibiotics. I'd take her for a dental. You know your limits, because, you know, this is just to get stuff along the gum line off. There are people that will tell you this does nothing and you really have to get a cleaning that goes below the gum line because this is just superficial. Okay, that may be true. However, in all my years of owning dogs, I may have gotten 3 dentals total, and that's they're kind of were extenuating circumstances. So I don't know. It may be superficial, and it may be aesthetic, and it may not serve a purpose. But I don't know, when it's when you have as many dogs as I do, and you've been doing this as long as I have, and you don't have to do dentals, and all you have is your dog's chewing bones, and you do this anytime something starts to build up, I don't know how you can tell me that it's just superficial and doesn't serve a purpose, because it clearly must. I mean, the proof is in the pudding, right? And in there, see, I just made her, I got her gum a little bit there. She didn't freak out, she didn't scream, she didn't cry. I nicked it a little bit because she's keeping her jaw closed on me and I can't get in there. but it's not the end of the world. Imagine eating a piece of potato chip or eating a chicken wing or a bone or something, and you get jabbed in your gum there. Yeah, you know, you might bleed a little bit. You go, oh no, that hurt. But it stops bleeding really quickly. It's not the end of the world. Just don't use filthy utensils. Don't jab them full of things that have been in 20 dogs' mouths and that are dirty already to start. You know, clean your things, because that'll, I mean, it's already stopped bleeding, right? It's not really that big a deal. And I hate to tell you guys, but when you do your dentals at the doctor's office, when they're under anesthesia, I've seen them, I've watched them, I've been there. They make them bleed too. Don't fool yourself in thinking that everything there is all hunky-dory, like nothing going wrong there. So there's a dog, there's her teeth. Now how long did that take? She doesn't mind, she's okay. She's smiling, she's happy to live another day. And there you go. So let's do a couple of still pictures